Is definitely bleak, but that was just with the intention of sort of highlighting the dangers of like enacting a fundamentalist interpretation of religion, or in following somebody's words and guidance that literally, you know, with that sort of biblical context hanging over it. And I say that when Helen goes to Tillman and asks him what she should do, he reads a verse, but he switches some of the words around and makes it more action-oriented, you know, and from that she acts. But that was really just me trying to speak on, you know, some of the dangers, like I said, of enacting fundamentalist direct interpretation of religion, and then also following someone with that sort of mayoral status, you know, that pastors have. So yeah, that was my thoughts on the ending, but it is definitely bleak, you know, but it was with that intention in mind.
Okay, second question. Since I knew you probably didn't have that much money, how did you go about getting the music? Because there's a lot of music in this film.
So I think the key pieces, in truth, like how did I find them or how did I secure them?
No, like how did you actually get to the rights?
The rights to do it. Okay, a lot of emails, a lot of. I've been so like, I'm gonna be real, like. The Robert Johnson song, They're Red Hot, I was emailing them since pretty much the moment production wrapped. You know what I mean? Once I started throwing the edit on and messing around with that scene. I didn't hear from them for a while, but I just heard from them right before, you know, right after we'd been acquired by Ray. I then started ramping up my efforts because I'm like, oh snap, this is real. But I made it clear, I told them my situation, you know. You know, we're a very, very independent grassroots production situation, you know, and so I just pretty much told them my reality, spoke of my truth, and told them the situation I was in, and they were very understanding, also considering that we moved forward and showed the film before I'd ever gotten any response from anybody, you know, and I just honestly chanced it, because I was like, I didn't know if the film would ever get seen anyway, in truth. And then when it had, it was also a thing where I love that stuff, but it was also another fear of like, you know, I don't want to change, I don't want to mess around too much. If this is the form that resonates, you know. But lucky enough, towards the end, Sony and me sort of worked something out, and then, so that's all clear. And then there was, in this cut that you've all seen, there's a goose sort of cartoon that comes on in the end called A Time for Love. Initially that was the Jungle Book, but Disney just never responded. I know they're incredibly protective of their IPs, you know. But Smithsonian, what's also really dope, the Mary Lou Williams song, Black Christ, on her album Black Christ the Andes, St. Martin de Porres, the one that plays in the film, they were really, really easy to communicate with in high school, and I told them my situation then too. And they were super easy to work with in that way. So all the music that I really, really, really wanted to get on, even the ending song, like that came down so kind of to the wire, honestly, of me just trying to find another sort of gospel record that I felt sort of fit that moment, that final, you know, reprieve and exhale, you know. And I was lucky enough that Callie got back to my email. You know, and I saw that song, I was going through a ton of deep Southern gospel records and recordings, like home videos you'd find when you dig into YouTube, you know, and I was like, this is insane. And then I emailed her some insane long thing about it, and then she got back to me and was also willing to work with me, so.